What's up, it's Cape Sipes Custom Audio Reimagined, and I apologize if the audio sucks. I left my microphones at the house. So today I am working on a 2021 Honda CRV. We're just doing a remote start. This is a one-day banger. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first step is, there's the remote start. I've got it plugged into my little hub deal. You've got to flash it. So go ahead and bring it up and we get ready to flash the module. I've already updated the embedded device. Now I'm gonna go into modify features. I'm gonna change what I want on the actual starter. Then I'll go up there to the blade, to the configure module, and I'll do that. But remember, I always talk about how cool my little TVs are, because these are all touchscreens. So I can just go into here. I'll go through all the options, decide what I want to change. The run time, you can change it from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. We usually leave it on 15 minutes, but honestly, here in Indiana, it's so cold, I'm going to go ahead and make it 20 right now. And then I also set it to one press to start. Go through all these features. Once I'm done, I'll save that, then I'll do the blade. All right, so once you have everything programmed and ready to go, which is one of the hardest things to learn. So if you're a new installer, you don't know how to do remote starts, or you don't like doing them, or you're intimidated by them, you're fine. I've been doing this for 32 years. I'm intimidated by them. I hate doing them. It's just not something I'm real proficient in, and I've always said that. I've never stood behind like I'm the best at this. I really am not that good at remote starts. Understanding the menus, and if you don't understand what something on there means, how are you supposed to know if you're supposed to turn it on or off? And that's where you have to rely on basically repetitive, doing it over and over, and hopefully you have somebody in your shop that's teaching you, or you have a rep that's really, really cool and, you know, holds your hand and understands that you're learning. But after you do it enough times, you kind of know what you need to change and what you don't. Then you get to where I am now, and that is, it's programmed and ready. Now you got to do the prep. And this is the most important part of a remote start. No matter what you do, this is going to dictate whether your day is going to suck or if it's going to go smooth. This is the wire schematic. This is what's going to be hooked up in the car. Now, I asked when I ordered this remote start if there was a T-harness available for this vehicle, because if there was, I was going to go ahead and get the T-harness, just because having a T-harness is so much easier. And they told me there wasn't. Well, they lied to me, so I guess I should have checked on my own, because as I flashed this, it told me that there was a T-harness available, and if I would have used it, then normal takeover would work, meaning he'd get in the car and the car would stay running until he hit the brake. Because I'm not using the T-harness, it will actually shut down once you unlock the doors. That's one of those things where I'm not super proficient, don't really know, but it would have made my life a lot easier, because now, instead of just plugging in plugs, I have to tap all these lines. These are the wires, the colors, the locations, definitions, what they are. Here's the brain, here's all the wires, and you have to basically go from here, figure out what you need, go from here, cut out everything you don't need, and then you're gonna prep the harness, prep all the wiring so it's all going in the directions that you want throughout the car, make it nice and clean, so then when you get in the car, you can mount that up onto the underdash, and then your wires, just run them where they're going and do your taps. I cannot stress this enough. Preparation of a remote start is the most important thing. Now, this is in no way a good video. I know this. This is just a crap thrown together video, but I'm putting up because everybody wants me to post what I'm doing every day, and this is what I'm doing today. Here's the remote start prepped. So we have the brain here. We're gonna have to unhook this to do the cloning. So the wiring, I bring around the back, but I leave enough so that I can unplug this. In the past, you'll be dumb and you'll make that really tight, and then you won't be able to unplug these for the cloning. So like that, we got it run down, and then every wire that is gonna be going, so like these wires are going to the same location, same plug. These are going to the same locations. So you put them all together to where they're going. So you end up with something nice and pretty like that. So then when I get in there, I can just mount this under the dash. These will be routed to where they need to go. This is the antenna line. It'll run up the A-pillar to the windshield. And then you begin tagging everything at the plugs. And after an hour of being hunched down in there, in the BCM, it's all wired up. I don't have the BCM mounted back because I'm gonna go ahead and program it now. So the next step is to do the first stages of programming. Then, since it's a clone, I have to remove it and plug it back into the laptop, because what it's got to do is it's got to clone the key fob, and that's how the remote start will work. So once it's all wired up, you go back to the computer. Before you unhook it, you have to go back and do step one. As you can see, step one, we have to close the driver's door, reopen it. That'll wake up the CAN bus system. Turn the ignition on. The LED should flash blue rapidly. Turn ignition to the off position. Then we remove the box, plug it back into the laptop, let it do the cloning procedure. Then we will put it back in, turn the ignition on, wait. The light should turn solid blue for 2 seconds, turn the ignition off, then press unlock on the OEM remote. So we're gonna go ahead, close the door, open the door, turn the ignition on, and hopefully see a blue light flashing rapidly. All right, door closed, door open. We have a red. Does it go blue? Yay! We got a rapid blue light. So that means we can go ahead and shut the ignition off, unhook that brain, and then we'll take it to the computer. Now with it plugged back in, go ahead and redetect it. So yes, so now down here we're going to hit start extended programming. So we go ahead and hit that. Continue extended programming. That. And now what it's going to do is it's going to take the information that I got from the car about the key fob. It's going to clone it, and that's how you trick the vehicle into believing the key fob is in the car, so it will remote start. And now it's please wait, work in progress, and there you go. Pretty quick. Comes off their server, so it's slower in the like winter time, like Christmas time and stuff, because you have shops all over the country that are all flashing, so their server can get a little slow, but that's pretty fast. I mean, it took like 10 seconds. So we'll go ahead now, unplug it, put it back in the vehicle, and then we will finish up the programming and test it out. Now with it plugged back in, we should get a solid blue when we turn the ignition on. Red, solid blue, and that's it. So now we can shut the ignition off. Then we have to hit unlock on the factory transmitter. And that should be it. It doesn't have a power lift gate. So now we can plug the antenna in right there, because we haven't ran it up the A-pillar yet, and we'll test out the remote start. First I try lock. Lock works. Unlock. Unlock works. So let's go ahead and lock it. Make sure our key fob is at least 10 feet away, which I believe that it is. Nope, it's in my pocket, see. Push to starts. You don't want the key fob to be near the vehicle. It can cause issues because you're tricking the vehicle into believing the fob is there, but then the vehicle also may read the fob that's in your pocket or next to the car, and then it gets confused and your remote start won't work. And so I should have it set to one press. There we go, one press. That's it. Did you have any doubt? I mean, come on, bro. I did. I mean, it's a crapshoot with me, man. Sometimes everything goes smooth. Sometimes I have a brain fart and I miss a wire, like I just misinterpret a color, or there's something special about the car that most installers know because they do so many remote starts and I don't. But whatever, it's all good. So now the only thing I gotta do is take that BCM pain in the butt, try to remount it up under the dash where it goes. It slides into this little lock. It's kind of stupid, but that'll take me a little bit to get up there. I can already tell without, you know, my wires getting all messy. Then I got to zip tie my lines, mount the brain, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get that finished up so we can call the customer and have them come get this thing. So I forgot to make any kind of ending to this video. I'm sitting here in the living room, 11:30 at night, and realized I forgot to say that that was it, or goodbye, or see you tomorrow, or anything like that. So here I am, throwing this in. Continuity, baby. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you later.